wanted to like Tron the first time I watched it. It was back in college, and it was actually for an assignment where I had to analyze a sci-fi film that has commentary on our own culture. And the world of Tron has a decent amount of that, with the relationship between users and programs containing a pretty good amount of religious allegory, which I find really interesting. Unfortunately, it just doesn't have that engaging of a story, and ends up being kind of boring, despite Jeff Bridges' cool performance and the computer effects that were revolutionary for the time. Tron Legacy, on the other hand, is one of the most solid action blockbusters ever. It doesn't quite explore the themes as much, but what it does do is take you on a great character journey through an amazing world that takes the unique look of the original and uses the 30 years that technology has progressed to make it look so incredibly good. And the director, Joseph Kosinski, had plans back in the 2010s to take this awesome story even further. But Disney canceled all that, and now 15 years later, we have Tron Ares. Like the original, I wanted to like this one, cause Legacy got me excited to see more of this universe. So I was hyped when I first read that they were making a third one. Frick! Ugh, so yeah, elephant in the room, Jared Leto sucks. I, like many Tron fans, wanted to see the story with the characters we had before continue, not a completely different thing centered around a ghoul no one likes. And it's not just the star that's a baffling choice. They took the guy who directed Top Gun Maverick and replaced him with the guy who directed Pirates 5 and Maleficent 2. What were they thinking? Tron already struggles as a franchise, so what compelled them to get both a director and a star who are known for critical and box office failures? Well, no one can answer that because the inner workings of Hollywood make no daggum sense. So let's just talk about the contents of the film itself. It sucks. Okay, I won't be that mean. For now, there are some things that do work. At least, kind of. Like, it has the skeleton of a good story. An evil programmer, played annoyingly by Evan Peters, creates a system that allows for things from the grid to be brought to the real world. The only problem being that they can only last a short amount of time, unless he can find the permanence code, which one of our main characters has. So he sends our other main character, Ares, after her. On paper, that's a decently good Tron plot. Coming from the grid to the real world is exactly where I wanted a third Tron to go. Plus, they bring it to life with really good VFX. I won't knock the effort that went in there. And one of the things that the ads have been pushing the hardest is the fact that they reunited Nine Inch Nails for the soundtrack. Okay, so they couldn't do that with Daft Punk, who made Legacy's amazing music, but this is good too. But even those strong points are slightly off. Like, the soundtrack is intense and cool, but it doesn't feel like it has much identity. And the effects may be solid, but they're nowhere near as slick and unique as what came before. And even if these elements were stronger, that wouldn't make up for the fact that I do not care about these characters at all. Because the writing and the performances are agonizingly dull and lifeless. I got hyped when I first saw the trailer and saw light cycles in the big ship in a real city. But in the actual film, it did nothing for me. Not even with the music going. Because I don't have any attachment to this girl and her sister whose story they're trying to haphazardly throw us into. And I especially don't care about Ares, probably on account of the fact that Jared Leto plays him so boring and monotone throughout the whole film. Every line he says like this, and I'm not kidding. Up until the third act, he talks exclusively like this. And I mean, I know why he's doing it that way. It's because of his, frankly, dumb arc about becoming more human than computer or whatever. But like, that's never been a thing in Tron. There's always been programs, and they all act like regular people. This arc makes no sense in this universe. And they don't even do it well anyway. I started out hopeful with some of the cool visuals at the very start, but I was bored throughout almost all the rest. The only part that got some kind of reaction out of me was when they revisit the first movie's grid and recreate the look to a T. Gray faces and everything. But they couldn't even get the cheapo fan service right. Cause this grid feels so empty. They never really explain why there's no one here except Jeff Bridges, who, by all logic, should not be there. I mean, they make up kind of a reason, but it's really stupid and basically nothing. You know what character would have made sense to put in this, though? Tron! The guy whose name is in the title! He's not even in the movie! It's no wonder they couldn't get this thing to work. I'm sorry, this review has kind of gone off the rails, but I've wanted a third Tron movie for years, and so much of it was delivered exactly like I wanted, with clear effort put in a lot of places. But it ticks me off so bad to see that wasted on crap writing and boring characters. So I gotta say, Tron Ares, more like Tron Middies. This may have some sauce, but it's all over a nothing burger.